All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. I'm going to take FSD Beta for a quick trip to see how it performs in foggy conditions. Foggy conditions, obviously, we're using vision only, no radars, but we want to see how it actually performs. So just a quick trip home to see what these foggy conditions do, if they work better with FSD Beta than they do with a normal human eye or not. So we're just going to take a look. Conditions are pretty cloudy, hard to see ahead of you more than 100 feet. Maybe the camera does some adjustments that make it look a little bit brighter than before, but in general, it's just a very cloudy situation, foggy situation that is pretty interesting use case for FSD Beta. Merging into the lane pretty aggressively, which is good. It's also raining as well. If it rains too hard, FSD Beta won't engage or will disengage if it's engaged and call it disengaging due to weather. But this is pretty light rain, just a lot of fog. And again, just trying to see how it performs. So it's still staying compliant, it's still staying active at the moment. And as it does this, we also have to think about, a popular question is, what should FSD Beta drive like? What should full autonomy drive like? Who should it be? Should it be a person? Should it be, by the book, textbook of driving and how it should be in that particular area and region? Should it be like a police officer? Should it be like a firefighter? Should it drive like anyone else on the road as an example? And in my opinion, or in our opinion generally, is that FSD Beta should aspire to drive like the safest driver on the road. Is that a limousine driver? Is that some kind of livery driver of some sort? No, in our opinion. In our opinion, the model that it should follow is that of the safest drivers, or the drivers that we deem as the safest on the road, which are the ones that are responsible for the most precious gifts that we have, and that is our children. So I think FSD Beta should aspire to drive like school bus drivers. Obviously, everybody's school bus driver is different. Maybe you had a weird school bus driver growing up. But nowadays, if you think about who we hold at the highest regard in terms of driving and handling people, it is school bus drivers. City bus drivers can drive, people of all ages, but school bus drivers specifically drive children. And we, as parents, trust that they'll drive the right way and protect our children and get our children to school or get our children to their destination. And that's kind of the level of care that you kind of want your car to be able to have, especially when you think about full autonomy, where you're able to put your child in a car, by themselves and let the car drive, or drive them from point A to point B. So I think that should be the milestone, the marker, and they should abide by those rules. Stopping at railroad crossings, things like that, that we typically would, let school bus drivers do. Going pretty slow. I'm going to give it some acceleration because it's hesitating a bit, but it does take the turn. Still goes pretty wide here. So I think that's kind of how we want to go. That's the direction that I think we should use as a measuring stick or a goalpost for autonomy in FSD Beta or FSD, full-fledged. It's just, hey, do you drive as good or as safe as a school bus driver as we go through this school zone as you run? Slows down a little bit for this car, not sure why. Does a pretty good job staying in the right side when cars are present on this undivided road here with no lane markings. Does a really good job, really smooth, really confidence inspiring here. And this is 10.11, by the way. Trash cans are in the way. Let's see what happens. It does avoid them narrowly, but 10.11, recalibrated cameras is the difference here. Waits its turn, then goes. Pretty good job there. Recalibrated cameras, we're seeing a big difference in the behavior here. A lot more confidence inspiring. Still has some issues, but a lot more confidence inspiring than our initial first go. Taking the turn very slowly and carefully. And that's kind of what you want. It's kind of what you want in terms of FSD and how it drives. So in foggy conditions, in the rain, we're at our destination. In foggy conditions, in the rain, FSD Beta does a really good job navigating through these foggy conditions without an issue, driving very slowly, driving very confident, inspiring, as well as being able to, again, just utilize all the features that's come to date after the camera recalibration. Camera recalibration should probably be a default function of the update for FSD Beta, just to make sure that, everything is operating optimally. Now, understanding that camera calibration does take a little bit of time. It does take some miles on your car, up to 100 miles, depending on the conditions. So I understand the time-consuming part of it, but I feel like it's a big impact. So for us, recalibration of the camera for 10.11 did it, and now it's much better. And in foggy conditions, it does pretty good. Okay, let us know your thoughts in the comments. What do you think? Who do you think full self-driving beta should be modeled after? How should it drive? Who should it drive like? In terms of how it drives and how it handles the decisions that it makes, etc. Let us know in the comments. And until the next time, enjoy your day, enjoy your Tesla.